Doing your own marketing on top of running your business is one of the biggest stressors for small business owners because who has the time and what are you even supposed to do? And really, some days it feels like it's straight up impossible. But that messy soup of emotions really boils down to one thing. And that one thing is the fact that you're totally winging it with your marketing because you don't have a marketing strategy. Hi, my name is Taylor and I'm one of the founders here at NG. And in this video, I want to walk you through some of my favorite marketing strategies for website and brand designers. And in this video, you'll get ideas, inspiration, and maybe even have a few moments of realization that you go, oh, maybe I'm kind of going about my marketing not in the best way. But after watching this video, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a much clearer picture around what your marketing strategy should and could look like as a website or brand designer. Now, before we dive in, I want to share a few things with you first. The big one being that around here, NG's entire approach to marketing strategy can be summed up in one word, and that word is simplicity, because you can do simple, and simple is sustainable. And in our approach, we define a marketing strategy as having 4 parts: goals, personas, channels, and tasks. Because when you have just 1 or 2 of these parts, it doesn't give you the whole picture, which leaves you in a spot where you're still just winging it every day. Now, creating your marketing strategy with NG is as easy as playing a game of 20 questions with the software, and it takes most people about 5 minutes. And the key is to answer the questions intentionally without overthinking them, though, because in the end, you will get a marketing strategy that is customized to your business. Now, what we're looking at is a marketing strategy in NG for a creative service-based business, aka a website or brand designer. And I answered the questionnaire the way that someone who owns a website or brand design business would. Now, you might get a different strategy, but this example is one that I really love as a core marketing strategy for anyone who is providing services in the website design or brand design realm. And without getting into the weeds about the business goals and the customer personas, I want to skip down to the marketing channels part, because this is where a lot of folks have those like big picture questions, like the where should I be marketing my design business question, or where should I be focusing my effort? And these are the channels that I consider to be tried and true in this space. We've got referrals, social media, SEO, and email marketing. So let's chat through each one. Now, when it comes to referrals, this one is really easy for you to execute on because it just means working on your network and doing a really great job with your clients. Because when you do both of those things and you make sure that you have professional acquaintances and partners who are excited about working with you because they know you're like the best person to work with, they're going to be sending leads your way. And then same thing on the client side. If you just do a rock star job at your client experience and the website or brand that you're delivering to them, then they're going to be like, I would hire you again in a second. And then the next person that talks to them about, hey, who did your website? Who did your branding? They are going to refer you. So when it comes to what you need to do to really keep this channel moving forward, the good news is, like I said, it's really like, to use a jargony term, like low lift, the corporate jargony term, because all you need to do is do a good job like we talked about and attend some networking events on a regular basis to make sure that you are nurturing that side. Now, the other 3, this is what you probably think of more traditionally as like, okay, I'm going to market my business. So when it comes to social media, the good news is you probably don't have to stress out about social media as much as you do. But the other piece of good news is that NG now has a social media channel strategy that gets created at the same time that you create your marketing strategy. Because I know that people are like, hey, Taylor, what platform should I be on? How often should I be posting? And what should I be posting? And so we pulled those 3 questions and created tools to help give you the answers. So when you create your marketing strategy and you answer that questionnaire, based on how you answered it, NG is going to recommend platforms for you to focus on. And you absolutely can add additional platforms if you want to. It also recommends a pace. And this pace is directly tied to how much time you told Angie you have to do your marketing. Because you guys, the math has to math. If you only have an hour or 2 a week to work on your marketing, you really shouldn't expect that you are going to post 5 reels a week on social media. You're going to blog every week and you're going to send out 2 email newsletters. Like I said, the math just isn't math. But back to the social media strategy. Now, the mechanics of keeping up with this channel, the task is really just to schedule social media content on a regular basis. And what Angie really tries to help you do is stop thinking that you're going to work on marketing a little bit every day. And it encourages you to batch your time, which I know you know how to do because you already do it with your client work. Then there is an AI idea generator that pulls information that we learned about your business from your website and uses it to create ideas that are cycling through your content pillars. And I don't know why I have double content pillars here, but I do, it's a test account, so sometimes it does funny things. So that's a social media channel strategy. And this really helps you figure out, okay, this is the lane that I'm going to live in. And side note, we do have a social media scheduler and AI copywriter all pulled into this. Okay, but we're talking about strategy. So let's get to SEO. Now, when it comes to SEO, you really want to do this because you want to make sure that your business is getting found on the internet. Social media is that top of funnel thing to make sure that you're trying to reach new folks on places like Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. SEO is that top of funnel thing that you do to make sure that your business is getting found by people on Google and different search engines. So when it comes to the tasks that you need to do here, for a lot of folks, I want you to have a Google business page, and obviously I want you to complete the SEO settings on your website. But when it comes to how you do SEO on an ongoing basis, you might be creating new landing pages. You might be just spending some time doing additional keyword research to make sure that the ones that are core to your business are still relevant, or maybe you need to add new ones into the fold. But then in addition to that, you're going to want to do keyword research specifically for your publishing of a blog post. So these are very simple ways that you totally can keep up with being active with your SEO marketing channel. Then that brings us to email marketing. And this is the one that I actually prioritize for website and brand designers, because the fact of the matter is, you're not cheap, right? I'm a former marketing consultant and copywriter, and trust me, I wasn't cheap. And sometimes folks just needed a lot of nurturing before they got to the point where they're like, yes, the time is right and I have the money and now I'm going to go hire Taylor. So the same, I am making an extremely educated guess, is the same for you, right? Because if you're charging $5, $10, $15, maybe even $20,000 for a custom website and $5,000, $10,000 for a full brand identity and suite of assets, there's not a lot of folks who just have that much money hanging around. So that's where email marketing becomes your best friend, because it helps you nurture people toward a sale over time without being overly salesy all the time, right? Which I know no one wants to do. So when it comes to your practice of email marketing, you're going to want to schedule email newsletters on a regular cadence, right? And depending how much time you have to work on your marketing every month or every week, that might be 1 email newsletter a month. It might be 1 email newsletter a week. For some of you, it might even be 2 email newsletters a week. But then you always want to make sure that you are growing your email list. So you want to create a lead magnet, because other than maybe the people who love us the most, people need to get something in exchange for signing up for your email list. Then you want to make sure that you've got a marketing and sales funnel on the back end of that. And then every once in a while, you want to just plan an email marketing campaign where you are doing a specific push to highlight a service. Maybe you're doing some sort of promotion, this, that, and the other. But these are the core marketing channels for website and brand designers. And we've talked quite a bit about how you would actually go through the mechanics of making sure you are doing something on these marketing channels. But in the end, this is really all you need to focus on, especially if you're someone who's going to say, Taylor, I only have an hour or 2 a week to do my marketing. Yes, there are lots of other marketing channels. And if after you create your marketing strategy in Angie, you're like, hey, I want to add a podcast, or I've got the capacity to be super active on Pinterest, or I want to fold advertising into the mix, or maybe video marketing, right? You can absolutely customize your marketing strategy to make it even more your own. But in the end, what I wanted you to see today was an example of what that core foundational marketing strategy can and should be for your website and branding business. So I hope that this helped and that the example got the wheel spinning. And if you've already created your marketing strategy with Engie and you want to make some changes based on what you just saw, all you need to do is log into your account and do that. Obviously, you can always get in touch with us if you have any questions. And if you haven't created your marketing strategy with Engie yet, go to our website and start your free 14-day trial. Again, it takes most people only 5 minutes to create their marketing strategy with Engie. And when you do, you will have a ton of clarity around how you need to market your design business.